The 5 police officers arrested by the Accra Regional Police Command have been remanded into police custody for alleged extortion and robbery. The case of the Republic versus the 5 police officers was called at the Circuit Court 2, presided over by H.H. Rosemary Barr and prosecuted by ASP Evans Kessie. The accused persons pleaded not guilty to all accounts. 4 counsel stood in for accused persons, led by lawyer Andy Votia. Counsels for accused prayed for bail, but the bail was declined by the court. The accused persons were remanded into police custody. Now, the case was also adjourned to July 9. These 5 police officers were arrested following a report of alleged extortion and robbery, which was received on May 24 while they were on patrol. The officers are Lieutenant Corporal Redeemer Agama, Constable Wishwell Odu, Constable Evans Arawase, and then Constable Lawal Ejapong, and the final one is Constable Senna Kuvodu. An amount of 20,000 Ghana cedis has been retrieved from the officers, according to the police. The command, however, assured the public that it will not shield any officer who hides in the uniform to perpetrate crime against members of the community. Now, this particular issue has dominated social media discussions and even conventional media. If you listen in the morning especially, many people have called in to express fear and uncertainty, issues of insecurity following what seems to become a growing issue. We do know that people say the police actually now demand money from them and even state specific amounts that they want. Let's speak to a fraud and security consultant, Mr. Richard Kumaro. Mr. Kumaro, good evening. Thank you for your time this evening. What is your assessment of what seems to be a growing sense of insecurity in the country?
No, I think in regards to this particular case and many of the cases we've had, it could be attributed to the general systemic failure in the recruitment processes into the security agencies, coupled with a large understanding of indiscipline that has engulfed the service. There needs to be better. We start looking at the processes again and wake up to our responsibilities and begin to clean up the system.
There has been the concern also about now the police service and sometimes even military men becoming more emboldened and making demands which ordinarily were not allowed. And if you follow recent conversations, it seems to be something that is growing, apart from the other security issues we've discussed in the last 2-3 weeks. Is there a breakdown in your assessment?
Definitely. I was traveling in the night to Kumasi. You have military and police combined team on patrol, and they demanded money, and I give them the money before I let them know I'm one of them and they mustn't do that. We've had reports of people who have gone through some level of ordeal in the hands of police and military officers on our highways. I think we must look at this thing again. The dignity of the service is being washed away, and the respect we have for the uniform is being thrown into the dogs, and it's worrying to the extent that you have military officers behaving like police people, demanding money, and who dare you not to give them the money? Anything could happen. In this particular case, I don't know how much they extort from the clients who call the general office for them to be arrested, but definitely it's getting out of hand, and something has to be done about it as quickly as possible.
Maybe I'd want to say you have also then been a culprit in this crime, and you have aided and abetted if you give the money to them. What in your estimation should happen if they make those demands? Like you're saying, if you do not give in to them, you are threatened. There's a possibility they could even take some unfavorable action against you. How should the society, as a security consultant, react or behave when they are faced with some of these challenges?
Yeah, you are in a mix. For me, I pull out 10 CDs, 20 CDs, 50 CDs, and I ask them to pick one. And the military officer picked the 50, and I said, hey, guy, I'm one of you. And I mentioned my name. They got panicked. And I was telling them it could be anybody. It could be a civilian. I don't mind on Friday you guys say, no, something for the boys to have a club or Guinness or something. But the rate at which you guys demand money, I see people are owing you is getting out of hand. And I think the hierarchy of the security agencies will have to wake up and do something about indiscipline. I'm happy this particular case have gone to court because no punishable of offenses also rationalize the behavior of some other people who want to take the law into their own hands and denigrate the uniform they are wearing in the first place.
And finally, for me, if you can be brief, what should the Ghana Police Service be doing now? What should maybe the national security or the police or the army service be doing now?
I think the people we recruit into the services, we need to do a little bit more background checks on them. Political influence is also creating problem for the police. We have political police, professional police, and protocol police. I think the system is jammed up a little bit, but we will definitely have to do something about it. It's getting out of hand, Martin.
Thank you so much for your time. As always, Richard Komado is a fraud and security consultant helping us put into better perspective what's been happening regarding the security front.